we'll go through regular expressions. What are regular expressions? The regular expressions are basically for pattern matching. So, for example, if you say that I want to look for life in some text, you can just say life, or you can have a pattern. Let's say you want to say all the words which are starting with L and ending with E, and anything in the middle. So you can say L dot star. So this character dot means it matches any character, and star means zero or more occurrences of previous character. So it will match LE, it will match L, A, B, C, E, and basically L and then anything and then E. And this anything could be empty also. And then of course there are many other things. For example, you want to say L and then any digit. So you can have a character range 0 to 9. This little thing matches one character, and the character must be between 0 and 9. But there is a whole syntax how to construct regular expression patterns. We will see some of them. And there is a module RE, which is inbuilt module in Python. So you can import it, and then on RE, you have a variety of functions. So we will just see some of those. So let's see some of them. And of course, the documentation in the website is best one. So we'll open it and maybe refer to it at times, regular expression. And it tells you a lot of things, functions. What are the different functions? What do they do? Some functions take flags that do you want case sensitive, case insensitive, all that. So which are the different flags it tells you? And what is the regular expression syntax? So these, like I said, dot and star. Similarly, there are other special syntax characters. You can find everything here. Let's start with a simple function search. So search basically searches for this pattern in this string, and then there are flags. Flags are like by default it is case sensitive if you want to make it case insensitive, or there are some other flags also. And obviously the string in which you are searching the pattern often is multi-line. So this multi-line syntax helps in some cases. So let's say this is my text where I want to search, and then I want to search a string. And so you can call this function search life in this search string. Let me run this code one step at a time. So when you do m equal to re.search, and if you ask what is m, that's actually a match object. So in regular expression, you will find two kind of objects at least. Sometimes you find an object called pattern. What is a pattern? We understand logically. Uh, this kind of a thing is a pattern, but you will find an object called pattern, and then there is a object called match. Match means this is one match. A pattern may match multiple places in the search string. So m this match means that it's a match object. It has many attributes. This is not really the entire attributes of match, but it is telling where did I match. I matched at look from location 15 till location 19. So I can actually say print search string 15 colon 19. So I will know that it matched there. Okay. And it has some more information match. So match has basically information of one match. And it will say that this is the text I matched starting from this position, ending at this position, like the span. This is the slice of the main string I matched, and then it has some more information. Most important of them being the groups. We will see groups in a little while, but groups are used to extract some useful information out of the matching. You call search and it returns the match. It returns just one match, search just returns the first match. If there are multiple matches, you don't get to see the remaining matches. And one match, and obviously you can give a pattern. It's not here I am giving life. That's no big deal. I mean, I could have just use some string function to search, right? Maybe find or index, some string function. But the power of regular expressions happen when you start matching patterns. So let's see this pattern. Slash t. What is this slash t first of all? So there are special characters, and let me just see slash t. So this is slash t. Slash t basically matches any digit. It matches any digit. So what am I doing here? I am saying look for 3 digits and match that. When I run that, I match 973 because that's the first match. In fact, there are many other matches. If I did some other function like find all or I did find iter, there is a find iter which returns all the matches or a iterator to the matches. So I would have got more also, but I got 973 here. I can do a little more. I can say 5 and then 3 digits. Okay. So now I'm matching the 3 digits only after 5. So, so what should I return? I should return 565 like this or 655 like this. Both are after 5. So obviously the first match will do. So I can see that it matched this thing. And slash t is basically just a, as I told, it's a shorthand that match one digit. There is another way to say match one digit. You can say, you can use this syntax. Actually, the slash t slash t slash t, if I want to write it in a different way, I can write like this also. Although it is unnecessarily laborious way of writing, but this is equivalent to slash t slash t slash t. So what is this square brackets and then a character range? It means that match any character in that range. So this highlighted thing matches one digit. It is coming 3 times. So again, I will match 3 digits, and the first match would be 973. Sometimes, let's say I write A here, and if I run, it is still 973 matches with this one 973. Sometimes you want to ensure that these match at the beginning of the word, don't match in the middle of the word. So for that also you have some special symbols. There is a slash p. So slash p, let's see what is that. Matches the empty string, but only at the beginning or the end of the word. A word you can understand. A word is sequence of characters delimited by some white space. So slash p matches an empty string. It doesn't consume any characters, but it's saying that it should be either at the beginning or at the end. It can't be anywhere in the middle. So when I say slash p here and I ask for 3 digits, I will end up matching this 556 because it's saying that start at a boundary. 556 I can expect, and I get that. So you have a wide variety of these kind of special symbols. Match a digit, a match only at the beginning of the string, a match a white space, match any white space. Okay, and for almost everything, you will have them in pairs. You will have slash t and slash capital D, slash small s and slash capital S. So this capital means a kind of negation. Slash t, if that is a digit, then slash capital D is anything other than a digit. So anything other than a digit, you can formally write in this fashion also. You can say that something other than the digit and then 2 digits. If I run, I end up matching A97. So this one matches. So this way you can construct a variety of things. It's not important to memorize all these slash and this syntax, but you can just be aware that it's all here in this documentation page. So what is this R? Or R basically means raw string. So if I like, for example, if I say print dash slash space dash slash, and if I run it, Python is interpreting these characters, right? Even this new line, and let me have slash t, another slash. So, so you can see I actually printed this because Python is interpreting all of this. Slash slash means take slash literally. Slash is not giving a special significance to the subsequent character. Slash n means the new line and all that. So, but if you do the same thing, but you just say it's a raw string, take it as it is. Okay. So then you get it as it is. So because regular expressions are having many special characters, slash this that. So normally it's a very safe thing to always apply R whenever you give a regular expression string that I'm wanting to search this. Just say R. It's a raw string. Don't interpret raw means don't interpret it. There is no special character. If there is a special character, take it literally. Don't assign any special value to it. So it's kind of customary to always apply R. Match is an object actually, which we saw. Match is an object, and there is some special functions which return some special useful thing. For example, a match, you can get the starting point, ending point, and this group we will see. Group, the concept is that let's say you are matching telephone numbers, but you are not just interested in matching the telephone number, you want to extract that information and then do something based upon that. So group and capturing groups, something like that we will see in a while. But for now, I think we have seen you can give a regular expression and search re.search. It returns only one first match. So find all, let's see. It returns a list of all non-overlapping matches. If some capturing groups are present, then returns that. Capturing group is like extracting information. So let's say I want to say find all good, life is good, good, less than, better, better, greater than. So you got all the good. And let's say I want to say G dot star D. So whether I have good, or I have good with these many O's, or I have good with many O's. I get all of them. In fact, it captured the whole thing. Why? Because it started like this. It started at G and it says this is my dot star, this entire thing, and I'm ending at D. So it is correct. Basically, it tries to match the longest pattern it can. In this case, it said this whole highlighted thing. I can say that G and then slash W star. Slash W matches those characters which are part of a word usually. So normally slash W is treated as this thing. What is this thing? You can understand A to Z, small a to small z, and capital A to capital Z, all those, and 0 to 9 and underscore also. So this is the typical character set for a token, if you like, in a code or in a English word. When you give a character range, you can give multiple disjoint ranges. And other than the range, you can specify include underscore also, like that. So here, when I say slash W star means take any word. So that works. Or I can write it literally. I can say A to Z star. That also works. I have everything lowercase. In this case, if something uppercase comes, G capital O, it won't match. I can really say include capital characters also. Sometimes you may have GD here and it will match GD also. And maybe you don't want GD. You want G and something non-empty and then D. So there is a special symbol plus. Star means zero or more occurrences of previous character. Plus means one or more occurrences of previous character. So plus means that at least one. So that GD goes out of the selection and it works. But find all didn't return a match object. It returned those text which were matched as simple string. But then it talks of some capturing groups. Let me show an example of that capturing group. So what I will do is, let's say I will create another example. I will create a search string which has some phone numbers. Now I want to search for all the phone numbers here. So what I can do something like I can say re.finall r, and now I need to give a pattern. So what is my pattern? Slash t means one digit. So my pattern is slash t slash t slash t hyphen slash t slash t slash t slash t slash t. Three digits hyphen five digits. So find it in search string. Find all of them. I got the phone numbers, but there is a concept of groups or capture. You can use these brackets here. You can use these brackets here and maybe bracket here also. Basically, what you are saying is that I want to capture this information. So I want to extract the area code. I want to extract the phone number. So if you run like that, you basically get a list of tuples. This is called a group. This round bracket and that particular thing which you are capturing, that's called a group. So you get a tuple of groups, one tuple for each match. So that's a excellent thing actually. If you look at this, you have actually made sense out of the unstructured text in which you were looking for some information, and you have put it in a decoded list of tuple, a fully parsed kind of information which you can store in the data structures and use. So that's what it says. If one or more capturing groups are present, return a list of groups. This will be a list of tuples if the pattern has more than one group. Okay. So if let's say you want to capture it as the one group only. Maybe you want to say capture the whole thing. Then it is a list of strings only. Okay. Because it's a list of groups. And if you want to capture them in separate data, then a list of groups. So that's okay. That's the syntax. But basically, the only takeaway message is that in one match, you can have one or more capturing information that I want to extract this information, and that information will be given to you. And that information, if you are using that match object, we saw a groups. So we will see that if you have a match object using this group function, you can extract the group. If you are using find all, then directly you are handed over the group. Here also it is doing the same thing. This pattern may look a weird thing, but it is saying word boundary, word boundary. That means it should be a complete word. And what is my word? It should start with L and then anything, and it should end with E. Now it's only for fiction. I have said that I want to extract this L also, and I want to extract this E also. More often than not, you will like to extract only what is coming between L and E, because L and E are like hard coded. You have said L and something and E, and you want to extract what is that something which is coming between L and E, and it tells okay if that's for life and here some bigger. But if you extract some more things, let's say hypothetically I want to extract the L also, which is meaningless. It's a literal and you know it is L. Why do you want to extract it? But if you extract that, then as I told in the phone number example, it does that. Then there are more characters. Caret means match at the beginning. Dollar means match at the end. This caret is different from the caret used in inside the character range. When you do it inside the character range, like here, then the caret means inverse. That any digit, any character other than this range. But otherwise, caret means beginning of the string. There are special flags. Normally, caret means beginning of the string and dollar means end of the string, total string. If it is a multi-line string, the grand end of the string. But if you want to match each line as a separate thing, if you want caret to match beginning of every line and dollar to match end of every line, then you can have this tag re.m or m. You can write multi-line also. So this is just demonstrating that if you give caret, it matches only at it. So like caret good here, it didn't match because good is there, but it's not at the beginning. But caret life and life is good, it is matching. And it's matching here and it's matching here. And if you omit this flag, multi-line flag, then it will match only at the grand beginning. So that's the concept of multi-line matching, that every line caret matches beginning of any line, not just the grand beginning. T dot n dot means one character, so I will get all the patterns which are having one character between T and n. T dot dot n, all the patterns which are having two characters between T and n. And sometimes you want, it could be either one character or two character or three characters. So you can even give a range of repetition. We have seen a repetition like this. Star means 0 or more times, plus means 1 or more times. But you can give a range also. You can say between m and n times. So that's what it is done here. T and n, and in between 1 to 3 characters. So if I see, it is 1 to 3 characters. If you see 0 characters in the middle, that doesn't get selected. If you see 4 characters in the middle, that also doesn't get selected. So you are giving a repetition range that the previous thing should repeat so many times. So in that sense, when I did that phone number thing, so this possibly is better. I wrote slash t slash t slash t. That was not very important. Character ranges we have seen. You can invert a character range, some character other than this. You can have, there is a one question mark. When we are talking of repetition, question mark also deserves a mention. Question mark means 0 or 1 time. So if you have an optional thing, it may be there, it may not be there. You can give a question mark that you have t with 1 digit and the further digit may or may not be there. So you get the t with 2 digits or 1 digit because but you never get the 3-digit thing. Question mark is 0, 1, 5. That's fine. Find all. There is a or condition also. You can have a pattern like match this or match that. So you can have a has or have. And you can really have a pattern. You can say edge. Basically, I'm saying pattern 1 or pattern 2. And you can group like has or have, you can group like this also. So then it has like a side effect that it is captured also. This is one example where from the directory path you were extracting those individual directory names or file names, right? So from the path you were extracting. Slash w star you can understand as some word. We said slash slash to tell the regular expression that I literally want to match slash. I don't want to interpret the subsequent character in a different way. re.match, it basically matches a pattern at the start of the string only. You could have done re.search telling a caret. Caret means match at the beginning. re.fullmatch is like it should fully match the whole thing. So if I say life and life is good, doesn't fully match. But if I say L and dot star D, then it is fully matching. It's starting at L and ending till D. It matches and it gives a match of it. And if I have, let's say, A inserted, then it still doesn't fully match. It returns nothing. Again, full match also you can achieve it search by in the pattern you can say caret at the beginning and dollar at the end. So till now we were using pattern as one argument of the functions. There is a concept of compiling a pattern. You can have a situation like this, that you have a search text into which you want to match, and you have a pattern. But what do you do is you have a function re.compile, and it returns a pattern object. I mentioned match object and pattern object earlier. So when you compile, you get some abstract object like pattern. So you can understand that some information of the pattern, whatever the grammar, everything is encoded in this pattern, and then the pattern allows you to do a variety of things. On the pattern, regular expression objects. On the pattern, you can do these things: searching, matching, full matching, even substitution and other things, getting the groups. So here I compile the pattern, and then on the pattern, one nice thing is find iter. Find iter basically returns a iterator to all the matches. Because it is a iterator, so I can iterate and I can print all the matches. Find iter means give me iterator to all the matches, and then I will iterate and print them. So here, let me run them. So I have got all the matches. So my pattern was like this: H and then some word, or L and then some word. Okay, so all the words which are starting with H or L, that finds, and that's what it is returning. So I have got all the patterns, and just this capture group. Let's say I want to extract what came after H, what came after L. So you can, as I said, the match object has a groups, and you can get the groups. So you get all the matching patterns. In this case, the match has become a little cryptic because the matches are numbered like this: /1, /2, /3, /4. So if it matches H onwards, then these two will be there, but the other will be none. If it matches L onwards, then the first two are none and others are there. So that's due to that ORing. But you can appreciate that in addition to matching using the groups, you can get that capture information. So find iter is like that. So this is better than re.search in a manner. Re.search was returning the first match only. But on a pattern, when you do find iter, you get all of it at once. And capturing fundamentally is the same, which we saw, capturing the directory, the same syntax. Rest is the details. And the only thing between find iter and re.search is the way to use. When you're using this find iter, you are first compiling the pattern string, and you're getting a pattern object and then invoking these things. But fundamentally, they are like doing the same thing. Re.split, you can split things on a pattern. So my pattern is any sequence of digits. Okay. So I want to break the string into tokens, but not based on one separator, based on a pattern. My pattern is any digit. So this is removed, this is removed, this sequence of digits is removed, and what remains is extracted. So splitting based on a pattern. You can substitute based on a pattern. But normally you substitute this literal string with that literal string, but you can substitute that anything matching this pattern, substitute with that. And in fact, sometimes you can really extract thing and use it in the substitution thing, that you say you want to extract this and use it in substitution thing. So there is special syntax /1 /2, which means the capture value. Capture value 1 means the first parenthesis came. /1 /2 would mean the second parenthesis. Which this example I think I took from the tutorial. Cat in, it kind of removes the duplicating thing. What it says is match this, and then the same thing coming twice, replace it with that thing. So any repeating thing then is removed. If I say hat, it would be just one hat. sometimes so happens that you get got a pattern from some other place. Maybe you read it from a file or something, and then you want to put the escape characters. So you can do this escape kind of thing. So REST details are there, and there are many other functions maybe there.